Middle of the night is marvelous cool. Glad to know you guys stay up all night. Hey Nate, hi Amber. What? Hi Bob. What do you mean go to bed? I don't want to go to bed. I stream because I don't want to go to bed. Hi Celeste. The cat is gone. The cat I was taking care of has been rehomed now. I'm a little sad about it. I can't be sad because I know it was supposed to happen, but I'm a little sad. Also, my dad didn't come home. Hi Hanukkah, hi Valentine. Is it as good home? I don't know. Well, I don't know. No clue at all. I went to one of my dad's friends, so I can only assume it's like a girlfriend he won't tell me about, or a dude he's drinking beer with or something. Was the fat cat annoying today? I think she's pregnant. Maybe. Hi Nucky guy, hi Meta. Your dad's, yeah, I don't know. He's pretty desperate. Hanessama, see me at 1:30 a.m. Delete, yeah. Maybe I just want to stream at 1:30. What's the issue? On a good note, if it is a GF, maybe I'll see the cat again. My dad's had several women in his life before, and I've never been able to meet any of them before the, relationship ended. Teamy, have you always been in the East Coast? I used to move around a lot, but I've lived most of my life on the East Coast. If you know the deep lore that I've rambled about on late night streams, you would know I've accidentally overshared a lot of information. What about streaming tomorrow morning, afternoon? I'll probably get up by then. Hold on, let me adjust my alarms, just in case. Hi Xenomorphica. You might be able to hear. It's my phone. I'm tapping on my phone. Microphones are so awesome. I came to live in the East Coast. I wish to move as far away from Cali when I can. Yeah, I wouldn't live on the West Coast. Sometimes I dream about leaving America as a whole for somewhere better. Because, to be honest, America's a little mid. To be honest. But, how do I say it? I don't know how to say it. I don't like the direction America is headed in. When are you visiting the British? When I have no standards for life. Real talk, the United Kingdom and like Ireland and all that, they seem like very pretty places. But, and desolate. I like desolate places. But the downside is, the history there is really boring. Like, they got thousands of years of history, and it's all like, and then this group attacked that group, and then we did some weird stuff in other countries. Hi, Shiv. Go to sleep, kid? No. No. But Britain is pretty cool. I think if you only account for the nature and seclusion, and maybe a little bit of funny accent. It's terrible cooking wise. You don't get a lot of weather variety. Everyone there. It's like living. It's like living in a horror movie. What country do you think is the top tier? My dad says Bulgaria is the best country. He always talks extensively about how much he loves Bulgaria. My mom says Germany is the best. My mom says Germany is her favorite country. But I think my mom's pretty happy in America as is. Your dad is lying. Your dad's capping. England and Ireland have some of the most interesting history in the world. What do you mean? I think they have a lot of interesting ancient stories and like folklore and stuff like that. But when you get down to the bare history, it's like, you know, you have all these crazy stories about kings and queens, and they lived kind of sad, rainy, wet lives. And the kings were all kind of deranged, but usually not in a very interesting way. If you weren't a VTuber, would you be playing on your 3DS watching VTubers? I mean, I do watch VTubers. I have my 3DS right here if you want me to whip it out and start playing some good old Project Mirai. What do you have for me, Miku? Germany is cool, but I'm schizo about my anime waifus. Did Germany outlaw anime? I love 3DS. I love you, Mika. Hey, Gasly. Medieval guys never experienced Subway Surfers and Family Guy. If I exposed a medieval peasant to Family Guy, I think they would slaughter me. I think they would kill me with a pitchfork. Have you hacked your 3DS? No. Nah, I'm sorry. I know I should, but I haven't. It's very precious to me, and I know it's so easy to hack my 3DS, but I still worry about botching it. Because, to me, this was the first game console that I owned. It's the only one that I own still, unless you count PC. You know, it's mine. I bought it with my own money, and I would play it when I skipped class. Something messed up I would do. Instead of, what's the word? Instead of attending class, I would hide in the bathrooms, stay in the bathroom stalls, and just play Project Mirai for hours. Don't worry, we would make meatball to protect Kimi from the pitchforks. Aw, thanks. Do it now. Do it now. I can give you, like, autistic loser plays Project Mirai at 1 a.m. experience. But I think the East Coast is probably one of the best places in the country in general. If you disqualify Florida, at least. Florida's only for idiots. Is there anything worth keeping in Florida? I think we could, like, detach the entire state of Florida and lose nothing of value. Maybe a little bit of wildlife, but who cares? Tsunami moves less in ASMR streams than in gaming streams, but she still moves around a lot. It's because of my settings, probably. Hi, Bananetta. Can you give us Amazing Chinchilla plays games at 2 a.m.? See me bringing outing after outing tonight. Are you defending Florida? L plus Bozo plus Ratio. Hi, Amika. Moist Critical is the only thing I'd say from Florida. Moist Critical I don't like Moist Critical, honestly. Florida, Britain, and Ireland. You're really defending those? How long have you been awake for? Some amount of time. Some amount of time. I think Ireland is way better than Britain. But that's more because Ireland hasn't brought a lot of negativity to the scene. Britain has like the entirety of London. They have the Beatles. They have more recorded bad food. They have a lengthy history in other countries. Controversial history. They also have me. Am I? Leave Britain, please. Leave Britain. So I don't have to have a British man in my audience, please. Ireland had a period in recent history racked by terrorism and car bombs. But isn't that fun? Hey, Aldex. No property taxes in Florida, I believe. It also has better asset protection from lawsuit judgments. OJ moved there to avoid paying its victims' families. How is that a win? How is that a win? How? Weird thing about Florida is when I was really little, Florida didn't have this weird reputation, and it was only known as the place you go when you retire. Okay, still. Why would people want to live in a state where all the old people go to retire? Doesn't that sound kind of sad? Hey, Mommy, Mimo. Magio-san. But, I mean, even if it was just a retirement state, why would you ever want to go to a state where all the old people go to die? Isn't that kind of sad and kind of, it doesn't sound very good. Like, older people are on the decline, they're more likely to do deranged things. Florida's getting young people now because all the normal states suck. You're saying Florida is better than the entirety of the US? What's wrong with the place where old people die? It's just sad. It's just sad. Half of my molar is from Florida. When I was little, I ate rice in a restaurant and cracked my tooth in half. Half of it fell under the booth. Well, maybe it's not in Florida anymore. Maybe I grabbed it, and now it's in Wisconsin somewhere. Because I sent it to Wisconsin. No, Florida isn't the best state, but it's up there. Do you have brain damage? Is there a gas leak in your house, Bonatide? Are you okay? I'm sorry. I think the gators are redeemable. That's a very fair point. I do like crocodiles and alligators. Crocodiles and alligators are very fun. I know they would kill me, but I always want to hug them because they look like they have the perfect shaped bodies for hugs. I would want like a big life-size gator pillow. Can you make a crocodile sound? Name one of your top 3 states. New Hampshire. I have mixed feelings about Pennsylvania. I like Pennsylvania, I don't like Pennsylvania. Maryland is fine if you never go to Baltimore. West Virginia is very pretty, but I haven't seen much of it. Normal Virginia is sadder. If you choose Virginia, go to West Virginia. Normal Virginia is just meh. Hi, random Miss Brains. What's your best guinea pig impression? What do guinea pigs do? They make like clicking noises. West Virginia seems awful based on my friend that lives there. He loves the buttered chicken though. Maybe I'm just like Appalachia. You can tell I'm not a native by the pronunciation. Pui pui. That's what the cars say. They make a water drop sound too. What does a water drop sound like? I don't know. Twee, twee. Twee, twee. But in general, the Appalachian region, particularly the middle to northern part, I like that bit. I don't like the southern part because that's where it gets somehow even more hillbilly. I've visited a lot of different places in the U.S. because my relatives live all over the place. I think New Hampshire is probably it's one of my favorite parts of the U.S. I don't like my grandparents that much, admittedly, but New Hampshire is pretty nice. Have you been to Nevada? It's weird. Not any of the populated areas. I've driven through it. The general Rockies area nature. I was always stunned when I went to that area because it's like I had never seen a desert before, and it's like, oh, I didn't know places like this existed. It's all orange. Where's the trees? I lived in Hawaii for a while. It was okay. They had nice beaches and very scary bugs. I don't think I would live there again. Do you like the food in Hawaii? Well, I grew up in poverty, so the food I was eating was like ramen. So, what type of bugs? I feel like I must have hallucinated them or something because I can never find like real life evidence of it. But there would be these gigantic like centipedes, millipedes things, giant gray ones. They would keep dying in our backyard, and they would leave these massive corpses that creeped me out. They looked like I don't know how to explain it. Like those centipedes you see in video games that have really tough shells. It was so scary. I was terrified of going outside. How do you go to Hawaii all for? I always hear it costs a fortune. Job-related stuff? Did you like the rain? I only remember it raining once or twice. My memory is fuzzy though. One time it rained really, really hard. And I remember that because I was in elementary school. And there is a little garden. And I watched the snails. They had massive snails there. They kind of grossed me out, but I was fascinated by them. And I watched them. Hawaii is the rainiest state, I think. Really? Huh. Understandable, Australians don't like going outside either to the wildlife. I had this weird perception of Australia that got crushed when I realized that Australians are really just like America, but with goofy accents. Australia is nice that teachers overseated besides for box jellies. I like jellyfish. I don't go in the water when it's jelly season, but I like the jellies. If you're in the East Coast, particularly the southern East Coast, watch out for lionfish. They've been an invasive species in the past decade or so, and they're nasty guys. Considering the amount of videos I've seen of wildlife invading their home, staying inside doesn't seem, you just gotta have a well-secured house. There must have been crazy cockroaches in Hawaii. I don't remember. It's been so long. My mom says there was, but I don't know. Hi, Brady Cthulhu. Hi, quick question. Are all chinchillas always as cute? Yes. It's hereditary. I love chinchillas. I love being a chinchilla. I'm sorry, it's completely effortless on my part. You must feel a little saddened at that fact. I was in Australia for a month, East Coast. There was no spooky crawlies. This is most of the like the spiders and stuff. They're more big than deadly. To my knowledge, chinchillas can wink really well. I have a lazy eye today, probably. Less Victorian British than the USA, more sad London plus Boer British. Are you describing Australian accents? The reason Australia ended up so weird is because for a long time that's just where Britain was just sending all their convicts. That was the fastest shot I've gotten. You must have a pretty quick draw. No. I don't know how to administer shots. I'm running on I don't know how much sleep as well. I stayed up late last night too. I had such a weird mouth issue. I woke up in the morning in like a huge puddle of drool. The entire side of my face was wet. It was gross. I've never had that happen before. Usually I don't drool in my sleep. Yes, stay was the same for a good amount of time. Difference is what time period they committed the crime. Yes, most of them got exiled because they were crazy religious. Like, people say America was founded for religious freedom, but the Puritans were exiled for a good reason. It's because they were deranged. I notice when I'm drooling when I start dreaming about drowning. I did dream last night. I uncovered like a horrible crime that occurred in the basement of my house, and then God started sending me on missions to kill people. It was weird. I also had a nightmare last night. Did I curse you or did you curse me? I was on a plane and an alien was killing everyone. So that drilling in the kimono art is more accurate sometimes. I drilled on myself a bit earlier today. I think maybe my sugar intake is too high. You just described my every Thursday dream. You have a specific nightmare every Thursday? Abnormal. As long as you don't hear God while you're awake. Yeah, alright. Alright. Anyway. Do Do you guys believe in the meaning of dreams? Personally, I have a bit of a mixed opinion on it. I don't think dreams have so much as symbolism as much as they can reflect troubles that you have in your real life that you may not have noticed before. I think they can help you lay fresh eyes on a problem, but I don't think they have like metaphors and symbolism. Dreams are remixes, that's why I dream of Teeny. What kind of dreams do you have about me? Tell me. Okay? Tell me. Follower goal met 660. I set a follower goal? Yay! Hi, Ringa. They may represent your stresses, maybe. I don't think it's so much representation, more like, oh, this reminds me of my day-to-day life, but it's depicted in a scary way. Maybe this is the cause of my general troubles. What if his dreams are extremely lit? I want to hear. I want to hear. I don't mind. I spent a full dream brushing your tail. It was a very well-groomed tail by the end of it. Have you ever felt a chinchilla tail? It's not fluffy. It's not soft. You'd be surprised. Chinchilla tails are bristly, like a squirrel. I have dreams where I hang out with Tsunami and then I wake up and it turns out I fell asleep with my earbuds in watching a Tsunami pod. I don't think I've ever had that happen to me. Is there a person in my house? I once dreamed a giant chinchilla tried eating me but kept tripping and falling over me. Nothing happened, but it felt weird having been run over by a puffy chinchilla. I think my dad might be up. Or home, rather. There are rats in the walls now. We got good American craftsmanship and solid drywall. Streaming time, maybe. Yeah, see ya. How much detail would you want about Tsunami's slim dreams?